Hello everyone, welcome to our video Continuous Assurance Verification Test using Secure DevOps Kit for Azure. So in this video, we are going to have an overview about Secure DevOps Kit for Azure. So we will understand what is this tool, who developed this tool, where we can find more information about this tool. And then we will give an overview about one of the very important verification tests, which is a continuous assurance security scan. So part of the DevOps kit, we can run different types of scan, and one of them is the continuous assurance security scan. Then we will understand what is the steps, how we can run the continuous assurance scan, which include installing the DevOps kit, what is the different command for DevOps kit, and how we can install the continuous assurance on Azure subscription. Then we will see how to run the continuous assurance, and then look at the demo, which include all the steps, including installing the continuous assurance, running the security scan, and so on. But first, let me give you a quick introduction about myself. My name is Mohammed Radwan. I'm a developer technologies MVP and principal DevOps consultant. I have been doing software development for more than 15 years now, worked on several projects for different enterprise customers across different regions and countries. I heavily participated in the community, developed several frameworks, presented many sessions, holding various certificates for Azure and DevOps. I started back in 2002 as a classic ASP developer, relocated multiple times in multiple countries, worked with several technologies and for different roles and positions. And for the last 8 years, I moved to consultancy-based role where I focused more on helping different companies, some of them from the Fortune 500, to improve their software development and delivery using DevOps and automation. I have developed and authored several frameworks, command line tools, and guides. You can find them on GitHub and Azure DevOps Marketplace. I like to share my experience. This is why I have a YouTube channel and blog where they have hundreds of videos and posts that share different topics from my real experience. I have presented many sessions in several user group conferences, events, and customer site as well in different countries. So I got the chance and the opportunity to work in different culture, project size, and company size as well, which helped me to have different experience. Here are some links for my activities. Secure DevOps Kit for Azure. It is developed internally inside Microsoft and they share it with their customers. So it is an open source on GitHub and it is group of PowerShell commandlet, extension, plugins, guidelines, and security best practices. It can provide to secure the subscription for policies, role-based access control, configuration, etc. You can watch this video for more information about Kubernetes cluster, how to deploy Docker image to Azure Kubernetes service, and how to configure CI/CD pipelines for an end-to-end development and deployment scenario. It also can provide a security intelligence for coding, as well as ad hoc security verification test. It also has an extension for Azure Pipeline to support security scanning for infrastructure as a part of the pipeline, and also provide a continuous assurance runbook security scan, which will create an Azure Automation with runbook that can run in a schedule to scan the Azure subscription. It also provides an analytics and alerting with monitoring for monitoring and alerting vulnerabilities, as well as risk governance. So it can run against your environment that cover over 30 Azure services today. It has more than 290 security control, and it gives a report with a fix script. Microsoft run this tool internally with Azure Automation to scan their Azure subscription once a day as a part of their continuous assurance inside Microsoft. Security verification test of continuous assurance. So we have different types of security scanning, ad hoc. You can watch this video for more information about Git with animation. You will see different animated commands like branch, merge, rebase, cherry pick, and many others. Continuous assurance and part of the pipeline. And in this video, we will focus on the continuous assurance. So first, we need to install the continuous assurance on the desired Azure subscription or resource group, because I can install that on all the subscription or particular resource group. So what is the steps to install or to run a continuous assurance scan? So the first steps is I just need to install the DevOps kit on my local machine so I can run the command. Once I install the kit, then we can see the different commands. After that, I just log in to the account and then start installing continuous assurance on the desired subscription or resource group. This will create an Azure Automation account, runbooks, and different components which require to run a regular or automation for continuous assurance scan per day. So for example, here, this is the continuous assurance runbook that created as a part of installing the continuous assurance scan. So let's see a demo on how to install and run continuous assurance scan. I have a resource group I created just with a standard template for Windows 10 virtual machine. And then with creating the machine, it's just creating a storage account and virtual network. So this is a standard template for Windows 10 machine. Then I have here my local machine. It's a remote machine that I will use to run my command. This also a clean Windows 10 machine. I didn't install anything. I just a fresh machine. So I will run a PowerShell in elevated mode. So let's make the screen much better so we can see all the command. So here I will set the execution policy to be unrestricted because I need that to import the library. Just agree about that. Confirm. Then I just run SP version table to make sure that, because I need at least version 5.1 so I can install the DevOps Kit library. And then here I will install the module which is AZSK, and the scope will be the current user. You can watch this video for more information about Docker containerization and where and how Docker can fit with DevOps and CI/CD pipelines. In some cases, I may need to allow Clopper. The allow Clopper here will using to override any existing commandlet or library. For example, because this is a fresh machine, so I don't need it. But for example, maybe in your case, like you have already existing PowerShell modules on your machine, and you may need to override them. So just to run and install the DevOps Kit, I just need NuGet package provider. So now it install. Then confirm using the repository. Now the library is downloaded and installed. Then I just need to import the library. So import module AZSK. So this is just like the same as when we using a reference for the DLL, so I can use the command inside this library. So now the library is imported. Then let's first log into Azure, my Azure subscription. So using login Azure account, this will prompt it for my account. Just enter my credentials. Now I log in and I will install the log analytics, create a resource because it's required for continuous assurance. Just to create log analytics. Name that. Resource group and choose a location. This will create the analytics. Just navigate to my resource group and open the analytics. And here I will just need to copy the workspace ID because I will need it to install the continuous assurance scan. I also need to navigate to advanced settings so I can get the shared key. Once I get that, I will use the command line with PowerShell to install the continuous assurance. So as we can see, it is the same. I give the install continuous assurance, give the subscription, then choosing the resource group because I want to install continuous assurance for particular resource group. Then here the workspace ID, the log analytics workspace ID, and here the shared key. Of course, I can also provide an Azure Automation, and if I didn't provide, this will be created as a part of installing the continuous assurance. So first, let's navigate to the resource group to see that we don't have any Azure Automation account, and let's run the command. So this will run the command. It will take some time, and this will create service principals to be used to create other account and running and create continuous assurance runbook and automation account. Now it's complete. Let's navigate to the Azure portal and see our resource group. Now we can see that now I have Azure account automation with name Azure Continuous Assurance. Let's navigate to this Azure account automation. We can see that it has even some tags like continuous assurance and with a version of the DevOps kit and so on. Let's navigate to the runbooks to see. We can see that there is a runbook created called the continuous assurance runbook and it's published. And if we navigate to the jobs, we can see that it didn't run yet. And if I go for the schedule, we can see that we have created a schedule as a part of the continuous assurance installed, and it's configured after 10 minutes of the creation of the continuous assurance because it took like 8 minutes to create or to install the continuous assurance. I can, of course, change the schedule time if I need. For example, I change that to be 9 o'clock. Let's close that. And now here I will just go for the log analytics, and of course I can query the log analytics to get more information about running the jobs. Here now I waited to run the continuous assurance runbook so we can see the runbook's log, input and output. So let's open the job and we can see that here I can open the output and see the scanning of running that. So this is a continuous assurance scanning. And of course, I can uninstall or modify the installed continuous assurance. At the end, I would like to thank you for watching the video. Please, if you have any question or comment, don't hesitate to reach out. You can find more information on my blog, which will appear at the end of the video, along with some other related video. Thank you.